Welcome to INT 316, Cultural and Political Environment of International Business. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the classroom so that you're aware of some of the tools available this term. As you can see, we're on the main announcement page. From here, each week you'll receive information on assignments, progress through the course, general ideas about concepts we're covering. This first welcome announcement includes information on assignments, as well as additional resources that you'll need for the term. There's also a special notes section. Pay attention to that. It just highlights the APA format that I require for all writing, as well as what you should do in special situations. Again, there's even information on how to contact me at any time. There's a video with a quick hello from me, and then a breakdown of the school's late policy, as well as the academic honesty policy. From the left-hand side, you'll see a number of folders that you can access. They're just quick links. Under the Course Information tab, this is where you'll access your course syllabus, which will give you just the big picture of the class. There's also the Assignments, Guidelines, and Rubrics folder. So under this resource, you'll be able to access individual rubrics to see exactly what you're going to be graded on. This is a great way to make sure that if you want that perfect score that you get it. Under the Learning Modules folder, if you look down, there's a quick description of the course as well as course outcomes, and then each module will be listed below. The dates for the modules are listed. I open all module folders so that you have the opportunity to look ahead if you would like. So for Module 1, there's a module description which will give you the rundown on what we're going to cover for the week. Then it'll list out the learning objectives for the week. This is what you should walk away from come Sunday midnight. There's a module overview, which is basically a short lecture. It will even provide some resources that are pertinent to the week's discussion. Then there's the module resources folder. This will change each week, so be sure to check it. It will first list your reading from the textbook for the week. It'll also include some videos, websites, and articles that are pertinent to the weekly discussion and assignments. Going back to the main Module 1 folder, you can also access the discussion assignment for the week from this folder and the course wiki. We're going to come right back to that course wiki, but again, I wanted to highlight this assignment guidelines and rubrics folder. It'll take you and show you exactly how you're graded on the discussion and on the wiki. If you choose Course Wiki, log in. You're going to see this large file load, and each week it'll be different because people will be uploading new information. For you to edit it, just choose Edit Wiki Content. Once it loads, you have access to change whatever you like. Please be judicious with what you change. Each week you need to go in and you're going to include a new resource. So I just started this Transparency International. That's a great resource. So you're going to include the web address. So I believe it's transparencyinternational.org. I could be wrong, but under the description, go in and write why this resource is useful, different information that you can gain from this resource, and finally include your name in the updated by column so that everyone knows who provided the resource for the week. Each week there will be a new topic that you're going to cover. So for Module 2, resources pertinent to communication barriers and language. All of the resources listed that week should have to do with overcoming those nonverbal barriers or even verbal barriers. Other resources like Rosetta Stone, somebody might mention that. If you notice that all of the rows are full for the week, your classmates have just filled it up, then you'll just choose this last row. You'll right-click and choose Row, Insert Row After, and that'll just add an additional row. And again, you can add as many rows as you like, and that'll be the same throughout the term. As you can see, I've already gone in and added a few resources that I thought would be useful for you. Once your changes are made, you will just go in. I'm going to clear the changes I made. And you're just going to choose Submit, which will save. the most recent changes. Again, this should be constantly changing as your classmates and you add to it. This will be a great resource at the end of the term that you can use both in business and in future courses. The next time you come to face with a project and you need to find information on communication or just different business resources, culture, this is going to be your go-to file, and I'll provide the file to you at the end of term. So to get back to our learning modules, just choose learning modules. Let's go ahead and take a look at module 2. Again, you're going to have the same information, the description, the objectives, the overview. Again, different module resources. So this week there's a report, an article, or two. And again, you'll access the discussion from here and the course wiki. And then you're going to have your first project milestone, and this will be where you submit the assignment. So if you select that, you also have the choice to view the rubric from here. That way you know exactly what you're going to be graded on. It's broken down. And again, you can go in and either write your submission through the text, or you can attach a file, whatever you prefer. Through the discussion board, you can access it through the modules each week, or you can access it through the discussion board link on the left. As you can see, the Getting Started, that's just our icebreaker forum. And then there's a general questions forum. If you have any questions about the course or projects or assignments or whatever it is, post them here so that your classmates can see them as well. I'm going to select here. I've already listed one thread with frequently asked questions. These are some questions that I've had from previous terms, so be sure to check there first. And then I have a general notes and helpful tips form, and that's just basic information and resources for APA citations and just different technological resources that might be helpful. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about me, choose the My Instructor Lab. All of my hours and my phone number and any contact information is all listed there as well. If you want to access your grades, then you'll choose the My Grades column on the left. Going back to the Course Information tab, let me highlight, we stopped on the Assignment Guidelines and Rubrics folder. I also want to highlight the Technical Information folder and the Student Handbook. These are great resources so that you know what's expected of you, and then the technical information, how to get help with your computer or with the resources available. There's also an advising services. It's a great way to get in contact with your advisor if they haven't already contacted you. And then the Smart Thinking Online Tutoring. I want to highlight this because this is a great resource if you have any issues with your writing, whether that be grammar or research or citations. The online tutoring lab can help you, and it's free to all students. So please access it. Going back to your home page, the announcement page, just click that home key, and you're back to where you started. I hope this is helpful in you getting started this term.